you are a busy man. You are really popular in Brazil because you work with some of Brazilian best fighters, but also because you have so many others. How hard is it for you to manage not only so many careers, but so many successful careers?
Man, honestly, I started this in a blue basement at Hans Gracie gym in New York, and everybody know Hans Gracie is full of energy, is full of passion, and I adapted that from him, and and I just, for me, I'll do this for free. Like this is not a job. This is something I truly love to do, and I love helping people, and it's a great opportunity for me to take care of my family too. But I train every day of the week, at least 5 days a week, and I get to help uh, some of the best martial artists in the world. And being a martial artist is like a brotherhood, and I'm blessed to be here today.
And Ali, do you know exactly how many fighters do you have under Dominance MMA? Sometimes we get lost.
Yeah, honestly, I get lost. I know it's over 100 for sure. It's over 100. It's over 100. But I have a great team who work with me. Other managers who work with me, like guy like Ronnie Marks who helped me out, with Brazil. Um, Many other people, who work with me here. I got my brother Usman. I was all the Russian fighters, and I got myself, Ferdous, Shamil, many other people who work with me, make my life a lot easier, and they are great people.
And Ali, I believe you came to Brazil a couple of times. You work with a lot of fighters, right? But how would you describe your relationship with Brazil? What do you know from here, for the culture?
Man, I'm half Brazilian. I'm half Brazilian. I grew up with Renzo Gracie and all the Gracie family in New York. I was nobody. They take me inside. They open the door for me. I grew up 15 years, last 20 years around people who from Brazil who show me love when I come to New York. And Renzo is like a father figure to me. And I work with many great people like Master Rafael Cordaro. He's a brother to me. Fabricio Verdun, who's somebody who I really love, like a brother. Marlon Marias, Gilbert Burns, Claudia Gedalia, Jessica, like Andrade, now Marina Rodriguez, and I know I'm gonna forget so many names, and I'm sorry if I do. Bruno Capaloza, like many Brazilian, Tibau, many Brazilian legends.
We all
Of course, the
understand.
Buchacha,
Yeah.
Rodolfo Vieira, you know, uh, Ricardo Angelista, many people who's Brazilian, as they are my brothers, not just I work with them.
And it's inevitable that sometimes happens that you have two fighters facing each other. So how hard is it for you, like when it happens between Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman?
Man, it was, Kamaru is one of my best friends, and it was very hard because I really love both guys. And, I didn't go to the fight. I let them fight. And after the fight, I always go to the person who lost. And Gilbert lost this fight. And I go to him and I shake his hand and I spend time with him. And after that, I went to Kamaru. You know, at the end of the day, I make sure I'm fair. I'm fair. Doesn't matter what kind of, Khabib is like a son to me. He fought Justin Gaethje. You can ask Justin Gaethje, did he ever feel one bit not comfortable? But I'm very fair. Marlon Moraes fought Henry Cejudo, all fought for UFC titles. And it's an honor for me to have the best of the best fight each other on the top, and not
Mhm.
and for the UFC title, the most prestigious title in combat sport, right? But for me, I got used to it. I don't like it in a way, but I understand. They have dreams. They have goals. They want to be champion. I cannot tell them, oh, don't fight him because he's my friend. No, 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 no. You have a dream, you go ahead and make your dream come true.
Perfect. So, Alia, obviously, we'll talk a little bit about UFC 280, but first, just a little bit of updates. Do you have any updates in Burns' situation? We all know that he expects to fight Jorge Masvidal, maybe in Brazil, maybe in December. Do you have any updates on that? Is Jorge Masvidal the fight to make?
Man, somebody told me today, Jorge Masvidal want to fight Gilbert Burns in Brazil. But, I don't know if he's going to fight him in Brazil or Vegas. Jorge Masvidal is still a big name, and is worth waiting. And I think it's a great fight for Gilbert Burns. I think Gilbert Burns is the most underrated welterweight in the world. I think he will fight for the title again, and I think he's gonna fight Masvidal. He's gonna smash him. He will beat him. He will beat Masvidal. Masvidal is very tough, but I think Gilbert is very good, very very good. But I think it's his time now. It's his time, and Masvidal have his time now. It's Gilbert time, and that's it.
And what can you say about Kamaru Usman? Of course, it was a bad defeat against Leon Edwards, and we saw just today or maybe yesterday Leon Edwards saying that he expects to defend his title in UK.
Yeah, but Kamaru called Dana the day after the fight. I was Kamaru's house. Kamaru told Dana, "I want to beat the fight in London," and Dana said, "Done." Kamaru already make the decision to want to fight in London. I know he's the champion. I respect him very much. But Kamaru still, he's the A side. You understand? Kamaru, the way he handled his loss, people gain so much fan, And at the end of the day, they're going to fight again. Leon is a great fighter. We're going to go in London, and we're going to beat him, and we're going to get this title back. It's simple, Kamaru didn't get beat up. Kamaru won almost every minute of this fight, and just got caught. And it's okay. It's happened. The best sometimes slip. And now Kamaru's going to come back. Nothing changed. Same coaches, same everything. And we're going to go there. We're going to invade London. And you know what's the problem is in London? Kamaru will have more fans in the arena. More African live in London than Jamaican. And it's going to be Africa versus Jamaica. And it's going to be awesome. It's listen, Leon Edwards is a very nice guy. It's hard to say bad things about him, right? But he got his 1 second in the fight and he won. And congratulations. But I'm confident. If I have to bet my house, my car, my kids, Kamaru Usman win. Easy. Next fight.
Okay. And what about Fabricio Verdun? We talked with him recently. He's now back to PFL, but he's also looking for a boxing fight. He said, which one is closer, in your opinion, to get done? His comeback to MMA or maybe a special offer to box?
Fabricio, man. He's a king. He can do whatever he wants. He can box. He can, I would love to see him come back to PFL because I think he's still some of the best heavyweight in the world. So much talent, so much passion, and he worked really hard, And maybe he needed a little bit of time off from MMA. And next season, he will come back and he can beat in the season. There's no problem.
So he can fight during a season because he seems to only look for special fights like
maybe to PFL now. They started the pay-per-view division, and maybe we can do just special fight. PFL is very easy to work with. They're very flexible, and I think Fabricio Verdun, we can sit down and say, hey, we want to fight in this date. And maybe a pay-per-view they have, and who can make a fight. There's no problem.
Do you have any updates on Vicente Luque? A lot of Brazilians would like to see him fighting in January, UFC 283.
No. I want Vicente to take some time off. He moved to Florida now. He bought a new house in Florida. And he's one of my favorite people on the planet to work with. He's an amazing human being, and he is tough as they come. But also, sometimes I have to protect my fighters from their own self. He have a very tough fight. I need him to recover a little bit, and after that, come back, and slowly, you can see Vicente maybe. I want to see him June, July. He want to come back maybe in March, but I think I'm gonna win in this one. Yeah, I love Vicente. He's a great guy. His coach is Daniel, is amazing. He have 2 brothers in his gym that are killers. I think it's very underrated team, Daniel team.
Ali, thanks a lot for the time. I really appreciate it. Any special last message for the Brazilian fans?
Hey, I want to say thank you to Brazilian fan. Thank you for the Gracie family. Thank you for everyone who bring mixed martial art. Who bring mixed martial art is Brazil. It's not USA. It's not Russia. It's Brazil. And all of us, all to Brazil, they brought the sport we have today. And all of us want to say thank you to Brazil. And also, inshallah, Islam will be the lightweight champion, October 22nd. I'm sorry, Brazil.